display the data in terms of columns and rows, or rows and columns. It's like a similar to Excel. It's more or similar to Excel. Okay, it is similar. Okay, let me put it here. Similar to Excel. In bracket, rows and columns. Represents data in represents or presents data in rows and columns. Okay, so next here we can't perform group by. What is the meaning of group by? We can't do grouping here. We can't do grouping here. Next is we can do, okay, summarization. Summaries. What is the meaning of summaries? Like sum, average, count, min. Okay, min, max. These kind of functions only you can perform. So if you look at here, if you look at the tabular report, it's like a Excel. So in the Excel, what you can do? If you look at the Excel, let me open the Excel. Microsoft Excel. So assume that I have data like this, 10, 20, 30, 40. Then what I can do? I can say sum of above or sum of this. So that means what? You can perform sum. Same here also. So we can do summaries. Okay, that means you can do sum, average, min, max, like that. Okay, these are only we can do with a tabular report. If you go for the summary report, if you go to the summary report, you can do the grouping. But how many levels? Only 3 levels. So if you see summary report, okay, so the first thing is that it is more advanced than tabular report. Okay, it is more advanced than tabular report. We can perform grouping up to 3 levels. What is the meaning of 3 levels? I will show you. Grouping up to 3 levels. And add charts. So what is the meaning of 3 levels? I will show you while doing the design or while working with that. Next, matrix report. Matrix report. If you see the matrix report, it's like a, okay, we can group, we can apply, we can do groups and summaries. That means it is nothing but, okay, we can do groups and summaries. So we'll see what the meaning of groups and summaries with the example. But this is what the 3 points we can have. So I can say this is nothing but, so grouping is what? If you see summaries, it's nothing but tabular report. Summaries means what? Summary report. So therefore, matrix report is a combination of 1 and 2. Matrix report is nothing but combination of 1 and 2. Now let's derive some requirement so that we can understand more. Okay, let's see how to create the tabular report. What I am trying to do here. So if you want to create the report, okay, by default you will be having a reports tab. So in the report tab, create a folder. Let me see, you are creating a report. Where you want to store the reports? So obviously you need to create a folder. That means whatever reports you create, those reports will be stored in that particular folder. So I am creating a folder. Okay, new report. I'm just clicking this again, coming back. So here I need to create folder, new report folder. So I'm just creating a folder now. So this is just to store my created reports. Okay, Chenna reports 01. Okay, so this is what I save. Okay, now I would like to create one report that is nothing but the tabular report. So let me bring the tabular report. Okay, so click on new report. Okay, click on new report. Now on which object we want to create the report? Please look at here. I would like to create report on merchandise. So therefore click on other objects. So merchandise. I am selecting the object called merchandise. Chenna merchandise 01. Okay. Then in the bottom you will see create. In the bottom you will see create. Okay. So no thanks I am saying. So this is nothing but the column report, or this is nothing but an Excel kind of thing. Please look at this. By default name comes. Now what fields you want, you can drag and drop. Description I want, drag and drop. Okay, price I want, drag and drop. Okay, total inventory I want, drag and drop. That's it. So therefore, that's why I said what? This is nothing but tabular report is like a similar to Excel. Data will be represented or represents data in or presents data in rows and columns. If you see, this is not the data. Let me close the Excel. Not Excel. So if you see, this is what the data we have. So data is available in rows and columns. Now, one more thing with the tabular report is what we can do. We can apply summary functions. That means min, max, count and all. So let's see how to apply that. Okay, let's see how to apply that. So I would like to have minimum value from the price and sum from the total inventory. So therefore you can click here. You can click here. Okay, summarize this field. Summarize this field. Which field you want? I want to have which is the minimum from the apply. So that means what? Out of all these values, it is going to give the minimum value. Out of this all value, it is going to give the minimum value. Now, from the total, I would like to have sum apply. That's all. It is going to give sum of the total inventory. It is going to give sum of the inventory. So therefore, let me save, put it this one in the requirements. So I am putting in the word so that it will be easy for you later point of time to remember as a requirement. Hi. Okay, so this is how it works. So therefore, this is also one kind of report. This is also one kind of report. So what we are trying to do here, we are representing the data in the rows and columns, and on the rows and columns we can perform the summary, min, max, all these things. That's it. That is about the tabular report. Now you can preview it here. Already it is good. Now run the report. If you run the report, you can see how it looks. Yeah, this is how it looks. So the report is going to look like this. Now if you want to print it, you can print it. Printable view. If you look at here, so you can download it. Okay, printable view, you can export into Excel, all these things, you can do whatever you want. Okay, now you can save it for your purpose. Run the report now. Okay, so you can customize if you want. Again, go back to here. You can customize. Like if you don't want one field, then remove it. If you want, then you can continue with all these things. But I want all these things. So let it be like this. Run the report. I am saving the report. So this is nothing but Channa tabular report 01. So where I would like to save? I would like to save in my folder. So Channa reports folder. So if you remember, first step I created the folder. So in the folder I would like to save. So save and run the report. That is how it looks. This is what the final report. So that is why you created the report. Now tomorrow one more record is added. So if you see, how many reports are there? How many records are there right now? How many records are there? 4 records are there. So if I go and add one more record, what happens? Do I get that in the report? Shiva, Suprit, do I get that one in the report? Let's say I am adding one merchandise, one more merchandise, ABC 1, total price is 10, total inventory is 10. Click on save. Okay, so I just added one more record. Do I get it that in the report? Yes or no? Suprit, Shiva? Suprit, Shiva, masters sleeping?
Yes or no?
Yes. Yes for what? So do I get that record in the report? Yes or no?
Yeah, I will get.
Yeah, obviously. So if you look at here, that's what. So therefore, what we did is that we created it dynamically. That means we just taken what is available in the table. From that we are pulling the report. So obviously, whenever you run this report, that's what you see here. We are running the report. It's not static. It's dynamic. So whenever you run, you just go and get the records from the merchandise object. So obviously you can see the results here. That's about the reports or tabular report. Now let me show you what is the summary report. The same way I am going to my folder. I am going to my folder. Click on new report. Click on new report. So go to the other reports because that's where we have. Now, so if you look at here, do you remember? Channa merchandise and invoice statement are the objects. And for Channa merchandise, which is the child object? Line item. For invoice also, line item is the child object. So that's why you are able to see the child object information also here. Now I would like to create a report. I would like to create a report with what? Invoice statement I would like to create with this one. Anyway, you can see what is, so if you see here, this report is going to generate it from which object? Invoice statement object, line item object and merchandise object. But here invoice statement is like a master object. So I am selecting this report. So invoice statement with line item and the merchandise. So create. So now I want to do summary report, not summary report. Yeah, summary report. What happened? It was not asking the name. Maybe while saving it can ask. That's not a problem. Now if you look at here, please look at please observe it carefully. So it is bringing all the invoice statement or under invoice number 2, what are the line items and what is the merchandise name. Under invoice number 1, what are the line items, and like that it is giving. But is it meaningful? So if I give this data, is it meaningful? It's like a from CFO, how many, what are the employees? From NNT, how many employees? Or what are the employees, like that. So under invoice number 1, what are the line items? Under the invoice number 2, what are the line items? Under invoice number 3, what are the line items? But am I able to categorize that? Right now, no. Now you can group those. You can group those. And you can also drag and drop if you want some of the fields. Let's say drag and drop some of the fields, unit price and unit sold from the line item. Unit price and unit sold from the line item. Okay, so you can also drag and drop merchandise name. Merchandise name is already available. Merchandise name is already available, and you can drag and drop whatever you want. So if you want something from the invoice statement, you can drag and drop. Invoice statement, let me have status. So that is how the information right now. That is how the information right now. If you want to preview it, you can preview it, but right now let it be. Now I would like to apply summary on the unit sold. Summary, or I would like to apply sum on the unit sold. Sum, apply it. So if you look at here, please try to observe. So I got the sum. And the unit price, I would like to apply average function. I would like to apply average function. Now you see, I got the average. But if you look at here, so this is similar to tabular only. Where is the difference? This is similar to tablet only, because whatever I did till now, you can able to perform using the tablet report also. Where exactly difference comes? Here you can apply groupings. Now let's see how to apply the groupings. Okay. One second. So let's say we have a merchandise name. Let me apply group by this field. Yeah, look at here. Okay, so this is how it works. This is how it works. So you are able to group it. So that means what? So with Lenovo, or if you look at here, group by what? Okay, so under HP there are 2 records. That means how many line items are there with HP? 2. How many line items are there with Lenovo? 7. How many line items are there with ready? 3. And if you look at here, your average sum all happens based on your grouping. That means the average is performed on these 2 records. The sum is performed on these 2 records. Next, average is performed on these 2 records. Sum is performed on these 2 records or on these 7 records. So that means what? It's like viewing the data. You can visualize CFO, CAO and the NNT and CMB. So get all the salaries sum from the CAO. Okay. So and the maximum salary from the CAO. All the salaries or some of the salaries from the CAO. Average salary or some of the salaries from CAO and average salary from the CAO. Some of the salaries from CFO and average salaries from CFO. And that kind of grouping you can do it. And you can also add the charts if you want. Let's say add the chart. What kind of chart you would like to have? Let's say I would like to have this kind of chart. You can change the label, all these things. So say OK. Now look at here, you got the chart. So that means what? Channa, how many are sold? HP, how many are sold? Or how many line items? How many line items? How many line items? These are all you can do it. Now you can run the report. You can run the report. This is how it looks. Now you can save it if you want. Okay. So Channa, this is summary report 01. So where I would like to save? I would like to save it in the My Reports. Click on Save. So if you look at here, if you go to your folder, you will see 2 reports. Now you can run the reports whenever you want. You can run the reports whenever you want. This is what the summary report. Now what is the matrix report? What is the matrix report? Let me go to the customize. So if you look at here, grouping is already happened. So can I do one more grouping? No, it is not possible here. Can I do one more grouping? Yes, you can do. So let me delete the chart. I can add the chart again. Yeah. So if you see here, right now I did one grouping, right? Grouping based on the name. I can also do the grouping based on the invoice. Grouping. See this? Yeah. Look at here now. Yeah. So if you look at this difference, you can observe. By name, how many records are there? 7 records are there. Out of that, 6 records are in invoice number 1 and 1 record is in invoice number 2. 6 records are in invoice number 1, 1 record is in invoice 2. So that means grouping is done in 2 fields. Now you can also group with what else? You can drag and drop. Status is there. Yeah, you can group by status also. Yeah. Now you look at the difference. You look at the difference. Let me take the best one. Okay. So if you look at here, with invoice number 1, what happened? That is removed. 1 is removed. Okay. So with invoice number 1, there are 8 records. Out of the 8 records, so which are having status is equal to, where are those fields? What happened to those fields? So it's coming in the group by. Okay, it's coming in the group by. Where is the status? Yeah. So if you look at here, status, close. The same way, if you look at here, there is a status called open. So if you see under invoice number 1, there are 8 line items which have status is equal to open. The same way under invoice number 2, there are 3 records which are having status is equal to close. Like that you can perform whatever you want. Let me remove the columns or show. Yeah. Okay. So let me save it. So let it be as it is. You can save it whatever you want. So here maximum 3 groupings. Save. So if you say save as, it is going to ask the name again. So I don't want to save as. I just click on save. Now let's see what is the matrix report. Let me go here, new report. What happened? Okay, so other reports. Now I am selecting this one. That means I am making merchandise is the master object with line item and invoice statement. So this is what so using this I would like to create the report. So create it. Create it. Okay. Now you got the records. Now you can drag and drop fields whatever you want. Let's say I would like to have only these things. Let me drag and drop some of the fields. Status. Let me drag and drop status. Status is available in invoice. Merchandise, line item and invoice. So under invoice there is a status. Let me drag and drop. Okay. So let me drag and drop creation date. Invoice statement creation date, because all are same date, so let's not take this one. So let me remove it. What else we can go for? You can drag and drop whatever you want. Merchandise name is already there. Invoice status is already there. Okay. So now right now if you look at here, this is a tabular report. So let me make it as matrix report. Yeah. So this is the matrix report. Now please see the difference. Previously we were not getting these options. So that means you can perform group by, please look at here. If I go for summary, I can perform grouping based on the columns. There is no row-wise grouping. If you go for the matrix report, you can do the grouping based on column and rows. So therefore, in the matrix report, grouping happens based on columns and rows. Both are possible. Grouping based on columns and rows, both are possible. Now let me show you. Let me go back to the tabular report. Now let me remove this one. I can add it in the grouping place. Remove the column. Okay. Let me switch to matrix report. Okay. Now let me add invoice values. There will be something called invoice values. You can add it the invoice value here. Look at here. So you got the invoices. Please observe your container, your results got changed. So that means what? You got the invoice value of Reddy, you got the invoice value of the Lenovo, HP, all these things. And you can drag and drop something called unit sold also. Where is that? Unit sold. Unit sold is part of what? Line item, right? Yeah, unit sold. You can drag and drop. So the grouping is happening. Yeah, look at this. How it, it arranged very nicely. So the grouping is happened based on the invoice value and the unit sold. So there is a invoice value 270. Unit sold is 6, and the unit and one more category. Unit sold is 6 from the category Reddy, and the unit sold is 16 from the category Lenovo. Like that, you got all the things, subtotals, all the stuff. The same way you can group based on the rows. Let's see how it is. Let me add something called status. Status in the columns. Yeah, invoice status. Drag and drop it. Yeah. If you look at here, open, these many are there, close, these many are there. Under open, invoice value is equal to 70 coming from these two. Invoice value is equal to this much coming from these many. Invoice value is equal to this much coming from these many. Like that. Now, so there is a creation date. We created one record in the merchandise, right? So let me drag and drop that one. We created one record today. So you can see the difference. Creation date. So you can drag and drop. See, yeah, exactly as we expected. So there is one record. Okay, yeah, creation date. So status is equal to open and creation date is equal to this much, blah blah blah. Status is equal to close and creation date is equal to this much, blah blah blah. Like that you can get the reports. So therefore, with the matrix report, you will get column wise and row wise grouping possible. And finally, you can add the charts. Let's say I would like to have this kind of charts. This chart. So you would like to apply the group by. If you want to apply group by, you can. So if you see status, you can see the results immediately. This is how it is. Open status and close status. So created by, that means whatever groupings you have done, that using that also you can get the results. Invoice value. These are the different invoice values. Okay, next one more thing is units sold. These are the different units sold at all. So you can say okay. You can say okay. You can run the report. You can save the report. So this is nothing but Chenna matrix report O1. And I would like to save in my folder. Save it in your folder. Save. Yeah, you got it. So matrix report, whenever you want, you can run it. So this is how it looks. This is the graph and this is the report. If any questions, let me know till now. These are the reports. Any questions, Sukrit, Shiva?
No, fine.
Sukrit, Shiva. Shiva? Shiva, you there? Okay. So let's go ahead and create the dashboards. So let me create a folder first for the dashboards to store the dashboard stuffs. Or you can also put it in the Channa report. What is there? Reports and dashboards, that's fine. So let me create a new dashboard. Here there is a option called new dashboard. You can click on that. So it is saying blah 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 blah. I already told you what is the dashboard. Dashboard is nothing but, I already told you what is the dashboard. Dashboard is nothing but reports represents the data. Dashboards represent the data in the graphical format. Represent the data in the graphical format. Sorry. Summary report. Let me put that result here in the Word document so that it will be easy for you guys to understand going forward. I'm just formatting this. So next there was matrix report. It will bring that results also here, so that it will be easy for you to visualize what is the, whenever you see the documentation, it's easy for you to visualize what is the matrix report, all these things. So this is nothing but the matrix report outcome. So if you look at here, column wise and row wise groupings. So I'm just formatting it so that it will be easy for us to have everything in a single page. Yeah, everything is available in a single page. That's all about the reports. Now coming to the dashboards. So dashboard is nothing but dashboard provides graphical summary of the data, in your application. So that means if you want graphical representation of the data, then you will go for the dashboards. So what are the different dashboards we have? If you look at here, you can understand. So let me go here, dashboards, new dashboard. You can go for the reports or from there, not an issue. So if you look at here, dashboard components, there are so many components. These are the different components. And data source. Okay, so now let's see how to create it. Okay. Click on dashboard properties. This is nothing but giving the name and all. Okay, so let me click on the dashboard name. Channa dashboard 01. That is the name I am giving, and I would like to save in my folder. What is the folder name? So as I did not create any folder in the dashboard, so that's why it is not coming. So let me go ahead and create it. Close. Okay, dashboards. Let me create a new folder for the dashboard. Channa dashboard O1. Dashboard O1. That is what the name I have given. Click on save. Click on save. Now I will need to create a new dashboard. New dashboard. Okay. So set the title. So the title is Channa dashboard O1. That's the title. And I would like to save in my folder. What is the folder created? Channa dashboard. Click on OK. Click on OK. That's it. Now, from the components tab, so if you see here, there are components. So you can select something and drag it here. That means you have a different charts, right? Which chart you want. You can take it and drag and drop. Okay. So now go to the data source. Go to the data source. Now you have a reports. Under reports, so that's what. If you look at here, you are able to do the dashboards on top of the reports. That's obviously true. So therefore, you can select whatever you want and drag the data source. And drag the data source. That's all. Now your dashboard is ready. This is what the dashboard, simple dashboard. Save it. Okay, save and run as dashboard. This is what your dashboard. That's it. This is what your dashboard. Dashboard is nothing. Once you have a report, on top of the report, you are going to perform the dashboards. So this dashboard is saying, okay, Channa, how many unit, what is the unit price, average unit price, HP, what is the average unit price, Lenovo, what is the average unit price, and Reddy, what is the average unit price. That's how it is. Now, let me put a question. Generally, dashboards you can see in the home pages. Now, here is the home page tab. So, where can I see or how to see my dashboard in the home page? Generally, if you see the dashboard, they will keep it in the home pages. So now I am in the home. Now I am in the home. How do I see my dashboard in the home page? How do I see my dashboard in the home page? So if you want to see your dashboard in the home page, go to Customize, go to Setup, go to Customize, click on Home Page, then there is a Home Page Layout. You can click on that. Home Page Layout, you can edit it. You can edit it and you can see dashboards, dashboard snippet. Click on Save. Click on Next. So these are all leave it. Click on Save. Now go ahead and see whether your home page is having the dashboard or not. Look at here, there is a dashboard. This is how you can show the dashboards in the home page. This is how you can show the dashboards in the home page. Not only here, tomorrow if someone says, how do I have my own stuff, or let's say you have something called, let me go to here. Let me go to sales. In the sales, you have an area called overview. Then you have calendar, my task, approve items, dashboards. Approve items and dashboards. If you don't want anything, or go to the leads. Go to the leads. In the leads you have recent leads, reports, summary, tools and all. If you want something else, how do you do? Go to setup, customize, leads, okay, then page layouts. Go here. Now there are different leads. Okay, now we are in the sales, right? So sales, this one. For marketing there is one layout. For support there is another layout. So I am into the sales. So click on this one. Now you can design how your page looks or what you want in your page. So many are there. You can enable, you can disable, you can do whatever you want. That output will appear there. So this is nothing but a customization. It is simple, straightforward. Whatever you want for your page. Let's say for accounts. These are all the things available. If you want to change it, go to customize. These are nothing but the customizations. Accounts, page layouts. Then there is page layouts. So there is one account page for the sales, marketing, support and all. So I am in the sales, so you can edit it. And you can specify whatever you want here. I don't want to disturb because these are the standard ones. You can add something, you can delete something, you can put some of the sections. Let me put one section called report section. Sorry. I am dragging the reports. I don't have the mouse, so or if you look at here, click on this components. So if you look at here, this is what the component section. And if you want to add something, you can add it by searching. Actions. These are the actions. New, group and all. Anyway, we'll discuss in coming days how to add our own actions to the page. That means how to change the layout. These are the available buttons. So if you want more buttons, you can say enable. Like that you can do plenty of the stuff. This is how you can do the customization. That's all for today. Tomorrow there is no class. Day after tomorrow, that means Saturday, I am going to start a concept called the data models, then followed by Visual Force. So I would like to start the Visual Force also on Saturday. So what we discussed today, we discussed the reports. So we have three types of reports: tabular, summary and matrix. And we have seen the tabular is nothing but the plain kind of Excel. We can perform min, max, sum, average. Okay. Then there is a summary report. So we can perform the grouping based on the column. Then there is a matrix report. We can perform the grouping based on column wise and row wise. And dashboards. Dashboards are on top of the reports, or dashboards represent the data in the graphical format. How to show the dashboard in the home page. How to customize the layouts. That means how to customize the lead layouts, how to customize the home page layouts, how to customize the account page layouts. All these things we are seeing. In the next class, I am going to start the data model. That is one important one, and Visual Force. What is the data model? Let's say, if you look at here, let me tell you briefly. Let me go to my application. So in my application, we have merchandise, we have invoice segment. Assume that Salesforce software is not there till now. Do you think that am I not maintaining this data? If no sales page, do you think that I am not maintaining this data? Obviously, I might be maintaining the Excel. So that means my records are available in the Excel. Now, from today onwards, there is a Salesforce software. Now, how to migrate or how to bring your Excel data into Salesforce? That is what we need to understand. That is a common requirement in all the companies. So we'll see in the next class how to bring your Excel data into the Salesforce. That means, so if already there is some data in the Excel and from today onwards you are going to use the Salesforce, so obviously you need to migrate the data into the Salesforce. So how to do that one, and you can complete that one today itself, but I would like to have others. That's fine. Yeah, it will take 1 hour. Fine. So we can do that one in the next class, then followed by the Salesforce. So tomorrow no class, so we'll do it on the Saturday. Any questions?
అన్నా ఒకటి
You are able to talk now or? Yeah, go ahead.
నిన్న ఈమెయిల్ టెంప్లెట్ ఒకటి క్రియేట్ చేశాం కదా,
Oh.
అది యాక్చువల్లీ అది మెయిల్ ట్రిగ్గర్ అయిందా? అది మెయిల్స్ ట్రిగ్గర్ అవుతాయా అట్లా?
Obviously, that's what. Yeah, good question. Let me show you my mail. That's what. Even if you see, I put in the documentation. Did you go through that?
No, I did not go through.
Email format in the Outlook. The documentation, whatever I did. Hi. Say hi to everyone. Say hi to everyone. That is it.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
How are you?
Happy.
Getting all that. Subrit, if you see here, what is the title, subject we have given? This is a large value, invoice value, and requires your approvals, right?
Okay.
That is what it comes.
Okay.
Now, if you look at here, what is the body we have given? Name, I statically name we are getting from the field. Do you remember? We have given the formula. Let me
Okay.
go and
Yes.
Good question, I forgot to show you. What? So these are all what you got. So I did two right. One is for the approve, one is for the reject. So please.
Yes, sir.
So that's why two emails came. And if you look at here, so the value and all, it comes dynamically. Because the reason is our email template is like that. Login.salesforce.com. Let me go here. So where can you see the email template? There is a communication template.
Communications.
Email template. So this is what the email template we have created. Click on edit. Now coming to here, this is what the subject I have given. There is a large invoice value, and what the subject is there. Next in the body, what I did, I am getting the name from this invoice statement. So that's why name is coming dynamically. After that, there is a static data or static submitted invoice value. Statement total amount, that is a static text. That's what it is. After that, I get the object invoice value. So that's what. And the on is the static, and date is the, again I am getting from the object. So on is the static, and date is again from the object. So it's clear?
Yes, sir. Yeah, fine.
So that's all from my end. If any questions, let me know. Shiva, you are able to talk, or still you don't have the, what is that, speakers or mics or whatever?